this is for achievement, sort of above and beyond and beyond and beyond. And the award goes to a person who really exemplifies a passion for design. Now, I know we've said that a lot because all of you, really, I'd say most 99% of people in this room are here because you have a passion for design and you're great at what you do. I think Susan Parker is a person who is sort of gets an award all of her own. In fact, we've named it the Susan Parker Award.
So I just, Susan's results speak for themselves, right? There's not a lot to say that you can add to doing $2.3 million in sales in 1 year in a residential environment. The thing that struck me when I went to Boston a couple months ago, and I had a meeting, actually we had a board meeting, I think, and it was supposed to end at 2, and I was going to go to Newbury Street, and then we were going to go over to the Design Center, and of course the meeting didn't end on time, so I couldn't go over to the Design Center, but Susan and Debbie ended up showing up on Newbury Street, which is, driving around Boston at rush hour for fun is not what you do. And so we got a chance to chat a little bit, and I said I was disappointed that I couldn't get over to the Design Center. Well, she said, well, I'll drive you. Now at this point it's 5:30 or 6, so we get in the car, drive over, the place is dark, there's no one there, Aubon Pan is closed, and she unlocks the door, we go in and we probably spent a couple of hours, essentially me getting an education about our business. And what's behind the words, what's behind the education is a commitment to the success of our company, our brand, her market. And when you talk to her, you know that it's her market. She feels that way and behaves that way every day. And so it's no doubt that our clients get the kind of service and experience that have them come back to you time and time again, and that this is not a one-hit wonder kind of result. So, congratulations. And you can't read it in advance. You just have to read it.
Okay. Congratulations on exceeding 2 million sales in 2007. This is a tremendous accomplishment that you should be very proud of. The water drop is a beautiful. The water drop is a beautiful symbol of the accomplishments, as is naming this award, the Susan Parker Award. Unfortunately, you can't take the water drop to the bank, so they thought we'd add a little something extra. In addition to this award, please accept 2 round trips first class plane tickets to anywhere in the world.
Is for creativity. They rose to the challenge as a unified team, and they grew stronger in the process. Not only did they make lemonade out of lemons, but they set an example for all of us in regard to overcoming obstacles.
In short, because I like brevity and alliteration, Molly is a marketing maniac.
He is a champion and a player, a truth that both his team and his peers will attest to. But since all sports references are hopelessly lost on him, I can only say congratulations, Cole Murray.
She probably has gotten more calls for help than the IT department. Nothing ever stands in her way, and she truly sets the bar for how teamwork can work all across the organization. So if you haven't figured it out yet, it's Erica.
Couple this with the quiet, unassuming style of Fred, and you have a recipe for success. Renee's energy, enthusiasm, and desire to always find new opportunities contribute to their outstanding furnishing results this year. Lastly, our hats off to Esther, whose entrepreneurial spirit and love of dogs, that's not in the writing, never took a break in their quest to achieve breakthrough. So, congratulations. These guys, the spirit of this team, if you could model it, you could sell it. Because they really own their market. They know exactly what they have to do, and they are the epitome of teamwork. So we want to give an award this year for to Scottsdale.
So the other showroom that is honored with the Team Achievement Award actually does not have a representative here, unfortunately, and that's Estero. But it's a story of kind of the little engine that could. I mean, these folks, we opened a showroom and nobody came, literally. It's obvious. So Susan Parker did over $2 million in BOPS last year. For that, she received 2 first-class round-trip airplane tickets to anywhere in the world, and $5,000. If you do that, or one of your team members do that, that will happen to you or to them. Just thought you might like to know.
Thank you. So from me personally, and from those of us in the support center, we want to thank you for these extraordinary performances.
First of all, here we got it. First of all, I want to thank you so much for last night. And you know, Robert and I are just horrible about marking milestones in our lives, so it was especially great. And I held up the bowl and I went, oh my God, this is a beautiful bowl. But in fact, the bowl is a lot more than a bowl. It actually is kind of a metaphor for all of the things that I've been talking about for 30 years. First of all, it is beautiful. The design is simply remarkable. And the thing about that, you noticed it was just a beautiful shaped bowl, and its foundation and inspiration was from a bowl that Paul Revere had made in the 18th century. So that was meaningful in itself. The second thing was that it is an extraordinarily beautiful crafted bowl. It was made by Arthur Stone in Boston, and Arthur Stone was a great silversmith of sort of the 1920s. And the person who made that bowl is, again, this is just the metaphor, he didn't get to be the remarkable silversmith that he was unless he worked hard, he had training, he in fact was coached and mentored, that in fact he had both positive reinforcement and constructive criticism, and took it all in stride, because otherwise he wouldn't have been the most extraordinary silversmith. And the next thing was that the quality of the bowl was so beautiful. The silver was heavy, there was texture, and it moved. And back to the design, you know, I always talk about balance, proportion, and scale in the bowl, just completely. So it really is so meaningful in so many ways. And the last part was really more about people, that Nancy and David planned to buy a gift, and that actually David went out and thought so carefully about what was important to me and how he made that selection. So again, thank all of you, and thank you all for remembering. And so a bowl is never a bowl.